Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Business. Ghana's land bill is expected to be passed soon to harmonize laws related to land issues, including land usage regulations and enhancing effective management of lands in the country. The bill, which was first introduced in Parliament in 2018, was later withdrawn but tabled again before Parliament this year. According to the Technical Director for Lands at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Ebenezer Kobna-Datsun, they are hopeful the bill will be passed before the end of the year.
The law, among other things, seeks to consolidate and harmonize in one simplified form about 166 existing laws related to land to regulate land use and enhance effective land management in the country. According to the Technical Director for Lands at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, they are hopeful the bill will be passed before the end of tenure of the current Parliament.
We are consolidating all the laws regarding land in the country. Some are obsolete, they will be discarded, and then there are new ones. Given technology worldwide, we need to make our laws relevant globally, and so that's what we are doing. We are bringing in customary laws as well, and also looking at the land sector agencies, their roles, and etc. So it is a comprehensive law that would deal with all our land issues from one document. The bill right now has gone beyond the Lands Commission and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. It's at the floor of Parliament for the second reading, so it is a matter for Parliament to deal with. We are very optimistic that by the end of the tenure of this Parliament, we should have a Land Act in place.
He also adds other bills such as the Real Estate Bill, as well as the Survey and Council Bill, are also before Parliament.
There's actually also the Survey Council Bill, which is also being worked on now. So all of them are at various stages, and you know, when it's in Parliament, they have their own schedules, and so we cannot determine the completion date. But what we're doing is that we're doing all that needs to be done so that these things will see the light of day to serve the people of Ghana.
For Joy Business, Sheila Tamaklu reporting.
Now, the ECO could serve as a buffer in terms of currency trading among West African countries during the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. This according to the Executive Chairman of AB and David Africa, David Ofosu-Dorte. Even though the implementation of the single currency by West African economies has been shelved for now, owing to some constraints, Mr. Ofosu-Dorte believes the currency, when implemented, has the potential of checking currency instability of member countries.
The likes of AfriExim and WAMI have already created payment platforms, and I've actually heard that MTN and EcoBank are doing similar things, which is seeking to allow people to be able to get paid in local currency at any point in time. So every challenge itself creates an opportunity for somebody, but I believe over a period this will be resolved. There is the possibility of the ECO, except that the ECO itself has its own challenges regarding the Francophone, as it were, Francophones rush to start it as against collective West Africa. But those are things that I believe our leaders will resolve. I think we shouldn't confuse West Africa with Africa. They are two different things. Already, these Francophone countries already have the CFA. For me, the issue which is more relevant is whether or not the currency is indexed to the euro or the reserve is in France, and many all those things which, as it were, makes it look like there is an external control. Those are things I mean, it is not within my capacity to go into those things. But I do believe that irrespective of diverse currencies we use, CFTA will make a significant change.
So how then do we deal with forex exchange in this particular issue?
When you talk about forex exchange, so you are not talking, you are not referring here to the local African currencies, because apart from perhaps the rand, I stand to be corrected, I don't believe any of our currencies is easily traded. Even the rand has its own challenges. It's had suffered. The last time I knew it was 1 to 19. So we would definitely have to be dealing with the basket of currencies, which currently the IMF has 5 of them. Euro, pound, dollar, yen, and then now the RMB, the Chinese currency. So these currencies, in terms of FX, will still remain a challenge that Africa has to overcome.
And that's all in business for now. There'll be more business coming up shortly on the marketplace. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Have a good afternoon.